Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another comic book review. Today, we're reviewing Oblivion Song Number 1 by Robert Kirkman and Lorenzo De Felici. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Robert Kirkman, perhaps you know The Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman is one of the few guys in comics that a lot of mainstream individuals may know about, or at least will be familiar with his work. Prior to Oblivion Song, I had read his Outcast series, which I believe is still ongoing. I've kind of stopped; it kind of fell off the radar. One of the things that is sort of the hallmark of a Robert Kirkman comic is the fact that it's very much a slow burn. I don't know for sure about Invincible, but anyone who's even watched The Walking Dead will tell you that it's a slow burn. Now, the interesting thing about Oblivion Song Number 1 is it's not necessarily just a slow burn. We get a decent amount of action in the comic, as well as a decent amount of dialogue. Now, one of the things that I like about this, and it's something that not a lot of comics necessarily do nowadays, is there's a lack of narration boxes. And one of the things about narration boxes is they kind of take away from the art. They may reveal a little too much about that. And if this book had narration boxes, I would say it would take away from the story. Now, I believe the setup is very vague for a reason, and based on the letter that Robert Kirkman wrote at the end of this issue, there seems to be a long-term plan for Oblivion Song as a series. In that letter, Kirkman had stated that there are already about 13 issues in as far as the writing and production goes. Anyways, going back to what I was saying about the lack of dialogue boxes, that's one of the things that gives the artist more of an opportunity to tell the story. And in this case, Lorenzo De Felici is basically given the driver's seat. Now, the analogy that I'm going for here is that Robert Kirkman is basically just reading directions, but it's Lorenzo De Felici who's the one that's behind the wheel in this case. And I think that's one of the great things about a visual medium is the way that the artist and the writer kind of play off of each other in that regard. Now, with that being said, there's still a lot that's kind of unknown about this book. Keep in mind, it's got a sticker price of $3.99 as of right now. $3.99 tends to be pretty average for a modern comic, your 40-some plus page comic. But there's a few things I want to notice here. The cover stock is pretty thick. I don't even really recall any advertisements in the issue. But that's kind of beside the point. And I would say that's probably one of the things that'll make this a good value for you to pick up, if you do pick it up. We're just going to kind of go through the first couple pages here. We got some interesting art going on. We've got what appears to be a building covered in some kind of biomass of some kind. Not sure what that's all about. We got our character up here. Is he a hero? Is he a villain? We don't really know. We do see that a character's running from this mysterious figure, and that kind of leaves a lot of questions. Now, I'm going to spoil this just a tad. I'm not going to get into too many details, but the story is going to focus on our mysterious figure. His name is Nathan Cole, I believe. And Nathan Cole is out here in this wasteland looking for people. This wasteland is called Oblivion, by the way. And that's kind of the gist of the series so far. We don't know what caused Oblivion. We don't really know everything that's kind of set up. And in a way, it kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead when, nobody knows what caused the zombies to appear. They just sort of appeared. Now, the thing about that is it leaves a lot of room for exploring. It's one of those things that's going to keep you going, and I can tell that Kirkman's trying to do something original in this. Whether or not it'll be executed, we don't know. But if you're a fan of The Walking Dead or Outcast, and you want something that's kind of in those similar vein, but doesn't deal with zombies, you might want to consider picking this up. It's going to be a quality issue no matter what you do. Now, will I be back next month with another review from this? Maybe. Maybe not. If you're watching it, tell me what you think. Do you like it? Do you like my reviews? Do you think my reviews suck? Do you just want to say mean things? I mean, that's fine too. At least I know you're watching. Anyways, I'm going to try and put out some more of these reviews shortly. And if you like what you see, hit subscribe, like the video, share it. Bye for now.